after sticking with teaching for 8 years, I, as so often happens, was promoted. I was promoted out of teaching and into management and administration and all of the not fun stuff. I love teaching. When you take that away, there's not much fun left anymore. So I decided that I would change careers again. I went to retrain to become a programmer. And at the time in Canada, if you wanted to be a programmer working in multimedia, which is what I wanted to do, Montreal was the place to be. So this was the perfect opportunity to take Linda back home. We moved back to Montreal, and I began work as a programmer in a multimedia company immediately. I had my job really before I left. And unfortunately, again,
another promotion.
I was so good that they said, you can be a project manager.
I knew that wasn't a very good fit. I tried to encourage you, and I didn't want to burst your bubble, but really the idea of you having to handle all of these details and resources and so on, that time management, managing yourself was hard enough without managing all these other people and resources. There were also, of course, your issues with time management. And if you remember, you had to come home late very often.
Well, that's it. I had to work so many more hours than anyone else just to get my job done. And even then, well, when I came home...
yes, exactly. When you came home, you would always have to... I would have to sit down with you and work through trying to manage your projects because there's so many details that you really struggled with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I couldn't have survived without your help, but even with all the help, I still... Well, my first project, big project, I delivered it months late and at double the cost, which is no way to win friends and influence people.
Exactly. That's when we finally got, we read in the Gazette, there was a program for adults with attention deficit disorder, and you finally got your formal diagnosis.
That's right. To take this training that they were offering, you had to be diagnosed officially. So I went for, it was a full day of testing, and I passed with flying colors, and it was a relief, really. Sure, it was a disappointment, but it was nice to know that I'm not crazy, I'm not stupid, there's a reason for all of this. But of course, it was also sad. I mourned the loss of all the opportunities, and I mourned all of the wasted time. If I had known this before, what would have been different? Well, one of the things that would have been different is this story. After blowing my project management debut, I wasn't very popular at the office, but I was still working, and there came a point when the production manager, that would be my boss, left the company. His boss came and took over the production meetings because there was nobody in the department ready to be promoted, certainly not me as far as they were concerned. However, this was an opportunity for me to get back in his good graces. He called me in on a Friday afternoon, and he asked if I would be able the next Monday morning to chair the department meeting.
You called me, you were so excited.
Well, I was excited because this really was, I knew it was a test.
Yeah.
It was a test for me to see if I would be able to handle a leadership role in the company. And so Monday morning, I showed up for work. I went into the meeting room, the conference room, took my usual place. Everybody else filed in, sat around. We were all talking about what we did on the weekend and so on. And pretty soon it's time for the meeting to start, and nothing happens. Finally somebody says, hey, where's Mike? Where isn't he? Yeah, he's supposed to chair the meeting. And nobody knew where he was. I didn't know where he was. I said, well, he's late. We'll wait another 5 minutes, and after that, we'll decide what to do. So 5 minutes later, I told everybody to go back to work, and I said, we'll reconvene when he gets here. I don't know what's going on. When he came in, he asked me how the meeting had gone. He and I couldn't believe that I had completely forgotten that I was supposed to take over the meeting. It just completely escaped my mind. And well, long story short, I was demoted, and I was convinced that really it was time for another career.
Yeah, and that's where I finally put my foot down with the career changes. The girls were settled in school. Kiri, my youngest, had finally found a school that understood her needs. I was in a job that I liked, and I was up for promotion, and I just figured it's time now to deal with the ADD head on.
It's really not going away.
No.